Hey, it's a pet. So this is horrifying.
Yep, most of this game is.
Yeah, but I feel like this especially.
Is it just a picture of you?
Worse.
I don't know
Currently,
that
it's
there's.
an ad for me, so yeah, pretty horrifying. Oh.
Yeah, it's not particularly great. Seen worse though. Like, again, your face.
Yeah, that's
I
bad.
really don't know why you think that's worse. At least I have the regular number of eyes.
How many eyes does this have?
I believe
There's
the
a
answer is too many
units
to
amount
count.
there.
I only see... Oh, there's more. Okay.
Yeah, there's more on its nose or whatever.
I only see.
Yeah.
You know what? Never mind.
I was like, I see 5, but then you turned and there were more. I'm like, oh.
I'm not sure why 5 was still in your regular number of eyes, though.
Spiders have 8.
Yeah, but most things have an even number of eyes. Are there any animals
we could only
with...
see 5.
Huh?
Maybe we could only see 5 and the rest of them.
Yeah, I figured there were more.
Are there any animals that only have... or that have an odd number of eyes?
I don't know.
I've seen some
Probably.
humans.
Great segment where I ask a question and then John refuses to look it up or even think about it.
Fine.
Are you sure this
Sure.
thing is on?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, you're just ignoring my answer then.
I didn't hear what you said.
I said there are some one-eyed humans out there.
I believe my question is more, that are, like, meant to have that number.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, yeah, you could just stab a spider in a specific spot and also make it happen, but, like, that's not really the, the, like, question, or the spirit of the question.
So, the tuatara is a lizard-like reptile that lives only in New Zealand. Has 3 eyes. It belongs to a group of reptiles that once included many other creatures, but today the tuatara is the only surviving member of that group. The eye, the third one, has a retina, lens, and nerve endings, yet is not used for seeing. It is visible under the skin, but becomes covered with scales and pigment in a few months, making it hard to... It is sensitive to light, may help the tuatara judge the time of day or season.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Alternatively, there's the Opabinia, is a extinct animal found in the Cambrian fossil deposits. So, it is a animal with 5 eyes and a trunk. So, kind of similar to the thing you just killed?
Well, its trunk was also a hand, so...
And the 5 eyes were on the trunk.
Most trunks are.
No, I mean, it had
Basically
5
hands.
fingers. Most trunks don't have a opposable thumb.
Yeah.
Apple drink?
Sure. Apparently, honeybees have 5 eyes.
Really?
Yeah.
So soon there won't be any animals with 5 eyes, huh?
Correct.
Doing the questing. But I would say that
Hello?
that's a good thing because
Hello?
the questings
Why?
are awesome.
Why, Extra Life Wiki, did you decide that if I'm on the wiki, you should play a video with sound?
Yeah, it's a common error these websites have.
Alright, I think... I understand how to get to this place.
I reworked my office, and it's almost done. Need to,
You gave your office some patch notes?
yeah. Yeah.
I have a new desk
Yeah.
and monitors that both work.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I have 3 monitors now.
Nice.
Yeah. We both upgraded.
Shoot.
I upgraded to a livable standard of living.
Yeah, she went from 1.25 monitors to 2.
How do you
I
have
went from 2 to
1.25
3.
monitors?
Sometimes it decides to work.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it worked about a quarter of the time. The rest of the time, it was just you pressed the power button, it turned on, and then it turned off.
Okay, so if you had a monitor and only a quarter of it worked, would you rather it be like the bottom left quarter of it, or would you rather it be 25% of the pixels randomly spread?
You know what?
Ooh,
I would prefer
ooh.
either of those to what it was, because at least those would be reliable.
Oh, that's a tough question though.
I
mean,
think-
yes, I agree with Kristin, but
Yeah. I think, like, my personal answer for it is, like, I would rather the bottom 25%, because you could just move everything to that section of it. And it
Yeah,
would just
like
be
the
like
bottom
a...
Shrink all
left
your
corner.
windows.
But if it was like 50%, then I would just want the pixels spread around, because that's usable.
yeah.
Equally distributed. Yeah, every other pixel working.
Yeah, it's just like a checkerboard pattern of working pixels.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it just to be like actually truly random.
Oh, yeah.
So it just screws you one day, and it's just all only in one corner.
Actually,
Or,
I think...
or no, it's all just the 4 corners.
actually...
But like diagonally.
I think when we say truly random, we mean every frame it updates.
Yeah.
And
But if it's-
destroys your vision.
I was about to say, Dom, I think you might have liked my old monitor.
But what I mean by truly random, I mean like the chance for it to just repeatedly for a long period of time only be the worst possible configuration.
Oh, yeah.
Is technically possible. Ugh. I am a Tyrannosaurus. Basically the past week has been weirdly stressful for me, and there's really no need for it.
I'm so
'cause
sorry.
There's, like, I'm sorry that you just fell and died.
I tried to jump, and I was apparently a frame late and did not make the jump, so instead I
Yeah.
just ran off the edge.
Yeah, you pancaked. But I've been trying to fix up this room, and basically the only thing I need now is to run some lights and clean up.
Ooh, my spirit
And then
scroll is still going for another
in the
33
beginning of
days.
July buy a futon.
Yep.
So we're putting a futon couch in here.
Yes. I figured the point of getting a futon was to put the futon in without really any changes.
Yeah.
I prefer the idea of, like, we need to buy a futon so we can scrap it for parts and use that to build our own couch.
Well,
No,
Tim,
why would you say that? Why?
Tim pointed out Tuesday when I told him
I already worried.
that the word futon technically refers specifically to the mattress, and that's it.
Which is funny, because half of the ones that we looked up didn't come with mattresses.
Yeah. But, technically that's what a futon is, but
Yeah, because you roll it up at the beginning of the day.
yeah.
Put
But
it away.
my point is that unless you live in Japan or some other Asian country or come from that culture, futon refers to the couch assembly. But yeah, getting one of those in early July, so gonna be without it for them. But still, the rest of
already.
the rest of the room's fine. But
I did it.
I've been struggling. You did it again.
I did a different thing this time.
Okay.
but just missed. This is a very
Um,
difficult area to get to, but it is imperative that I get there in order to get to the final boss.
Gotcha.
Not the semi-final boss.
No, it is actually the ultimate boss, rather than the penultimate boss.
Did you ever beat the fetus?
No, not yet.
Okay. So
I
you're
just-
gonna come back to that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure I have all of this done and out of the way, so I don't have to think about it, and I can just do boss runs. Because I still have to beat Murgo's wet nurse too.
Oh yeah.
Okay, a fetus and a wet nurse. Any other early stages of life bosses?
It's
you
actually
know
not a
about?
fetus. I keep saying that, and it keeps being wrong. It's a placenta.
I thought it
Well,
is
no,
a fetus
no,
and it holds a
you're
placenta
right.
and it
It
beats you.
is an aborted fetus, but yeah.
I guess it's. I don't know. I don't think it's an
Or it's a
aborted fetus. It is.
Stillborn?
I get technically like it's that the mother died while it was still in the womb.
Gotcha.
So it's sort of the opposite of stillborn, I guess. Well,
Yeah.
I guess technically there is a third stage because we have to fight an old man, which is an early life, but
We'll go with stages of life.
yeah. I guess wet nurse isn't really a stage of life though.
Sure, it is. Every human. at
Yeah,
some
somewhere
point.
between your preteens and your tweens is the wet nurse phase, where you just become a wet nurse for a very short period of time.
Oh, I must have missed that.
You
Well,
haven't.
no one
gotten-
retains the memories.
I've definitely passed my preteens and tweens.
Maybe it's a like maturity thing.
He hasn't gotten there yet.
Rude.
I mean, we've been ruder to you on this show.
This is true.
Specifically, the person in the room with you has been ruder to you in this show.
Yeah, I don't know that that excuses anything.
The precedent has been set.
Yep. So, the furniture I needed to finish this room was we needed a new desk for Kristin, and because of the way my desk moved, we needed like a little bookcase or something to go beside it.
Mhm.
And
Well, because you were getting the third monitor.
yeah, and the our bed has been like busted for a while now, so
Door.
you know.
Yeah, I
It's
know how
about
it
time.
feels. Bed keeps breaking. I get that.
I think this
Too
is
much
the first
tossing
time
and turning, I
we've
get it.
spoken of that.
Hey,
I
look
have
at the location
referred to
that I
it
have
to
found.
other people before.
Okay.
Hey, it's your home.
This is the
Isn't it?
Hunter's not
Oh
dream.
yeah.
This is the daytime variant. Oh fuck yes!
Oh gosh.
It's one of those conversation things I've avoided, though. I'm just afraid it's gonna lead to, oh, okay, so when are you gonna have kids?
Actually, we can't.
Did-
We're impotent.
We are impotent?
Both of us.
Both of us.
Oh, that reminds me of something
There you
that
go.
that hopefully I'll remember and get back to, after the story.
Oh,
so
okay. Are you telling a story?
yes.
Okay.
So we
So
needed,
man likes his beans.
yeah, dude likes his beans.
Dude
And,
loves his beans.
So we needed a new bed, we needed a new desk, and we needed this table thing. And so figured why not just do IKEA, because that's relatively cheap and or relatively affordable. Not cheap.
Have you ever seen a better Kodak moment than this?
Yes.
I don't think you have. I think that's a lie.
Well,
The one on the left is kind of pretty.
Oh, she's very pretty. Everyone loves the plain doll.
So, obviously, in these uncertain times,
I fucking immediately, blood pressure spiked. Now,
Yeah.
more than ever, you can purchase our products.
it is, IKEA is closed. But they do either delivery or click and collect, where you purchase it online and drive to the store and they load it into your vehicle.
I thought you said click and clack, and I was just like,
Yep.
what?
So, to do delivery, it's a flat $50 fee, and the earliest time would be sometime mid-July. And I really didn't want to wait until mid-July.
We could have gotten the futon first.
Yeah. Could have had it all at the same time.
Wouldn't you have loved that? You wouldn't be tired at all.
Oh gosh, because I'd have to build it all.
Because the futon comes flat too, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, obviously I didn't want to do that because we're so close to IKEA. I don't want the delivery. I don't want to pay extra for, my thinking is they've already announced that they're bringing back employees, so they're probably opening up the stores soon. So I didn't want it to be like, hey, I ordered it for July. Oh, and now the company's open, so I could just go get it. But nope, still gotta wait 4 weeks to get.
Can I cancel it? They're like, but you absolutely cannot cancel it.
No, you cannot.
You can cancel it, but it will mean that when you purchase it at the store, you won't get it until July of next year.
Yeah. Also, when you purchase that at the store, we're gonna add a $100 fee on. We're also not refunding the delivery fee, so.
So what we are saying is, do get fucked.
Yeah. He likes his beans, and his beans are just taken away from him.
Yeah.
It's always the story.
That's the story.
See, I bet I'm gonna beat this orphan now that I'm dressed up as, like, a mom. That's really all it took, I think.
You're like a styling mom, though.
Weren't you gonna go after the final boss?
Eventually.
Oh. Okay.
But once you beat the final boss, I don't know if you can beat the other, go back to this.
Oh. Okay.
I don't remember offhand. I would assume you can, but I don't know. Bloodborne's, when you beat the ultimate final boss of this game, the, post boss fight story is pretty, final. It is a, weird situation if you could then leave and go do other things.
Okay. So, ended up, I, tried to do click and collect, and, selected it, and it said, oh, it is, all the slots are filled for today. Try again next day. So it's not like you can say, hey, I want to click and collect, if it's not for today, cool, I'll do it for tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, no,
Tell
you
me
have
when
to...
the next available. Yeah, you have to do it on the day of. Which is grand. But you still can't. Apparently it resets at 1 a.m.
Oh.
And so...
And it's safe to say that now that we've gotten our furniture, so we're not competing against you.
So, I don't know why you think you're competing against me to get furniture.
Just anyone.
Anyone that's an enemy. It was intense.
It's weird that this is your life philosophy, not just your couch buying philosophy.
So 1 o'clock hit, I immediately, pressed to order and everything, circle spun and nothing. It was like 1 o'clock. I clicked it like 4 times on like 3 different devices just to, make sure if one of them got it.
It's a good thing you didn't accidentally order 4 of the item you want.
Yeah. Like eventually it was like 1:20 and yep, we're all full
Dang.
for the day. So I did that for 2 days. And then finally I think the 3rd day they changed something because there were more options on the website, so maybe they opened up more slots and another thing. But I was finally able to get in and get it. And then waited there for an hour today in line. And then have been building ever since.
Well, I'm glad you were able to get in and to get it for an hour.
Yeah, you know it. Bed's good.
I think I know why
You know
your
what
bed's
I mean.
burning. You're only supposed to do that for like 3 minutes at a time, right?
It's good. I can't go that long.
See, you do it to yourself.
Yeah, well, I do it to myself. That's the difference.
I do it to you one time.
That's the problem. You don't do it to me. So yeah, I'm exhausted because I still need to go finish building the bed after this, and well, actually, it's built. It's just too tall.
You just gotta shave off the bottom a bit.
Yeah, it gave several options for like the height of the mattress and stuff, and
And we're like, yeah, the big one.
we're not short. We'll do the top one, and then it comes up to like my waist.
There's something with
You have to
beds where
jump to
like
get in bed.
there's something with beds that you're just like, well, like I would want it to be like a normal height up, obviously, and then you go to get in it and you're like, oh right, when I get in a bed, I like let my knees collapse over the side. I don't like jump into it. Why did I think that it needed to be that high?
Yeah. So, that's what I gotta do after this, is go, take the, mattress and the box springs off, and the slats, and half the metal parts, and move it all. And then put it all back. Oh, he's got wing things now.
Yep. Now he's a
that?
blubberfly. More like a blubberfly because he's fucking crying all the time.
I thought it would be because he's fat, but he's not really that
Not
fat.
So you could say he's big boned.
This is true.
I don't think he has bones yet.
When you come out of the womb, you have bones.
I'm sorry, don't you have more bones than you do now?
Yeah, 'cause they
you
haven't
got like
fused
8
together
more
yet.
because the brain's weird. The brain box.
The skull.
God, I wish I could
The
have all
brain
those bones
box.
back.
That's the farthest you've got. Oh, and you didn't die.
I actually thought I was dead for a minute and then realized I could still get out, and I was just like, oh shit!
Basically were.
Looks kind of like a shrimp.
You're just hungry.
Or for
Yes.
the prawn.
We also haven't eaten.
You guys need to eat before stream.
Yes.
The fish didn't thaw in time.
That's why you keep pet fish. They're always thaw.
So you keep what fish?
Pet fish.
Oh,
Goldfish are never gonna get frozen.
correct. There's also not a lot of meat on them bones.
Well, if they're a baby, they have more bones.
That's not the problem.
I like how that's your conclusion, though. Mom's like, I got this.
Come on, you can do this. Oh.
Listen, my brain only works as I have learned fact. I have now heard a thing that is reminiscent of that fact. Therefore, it is time to connect the ideas and regurgitate the fact.
That's how you make it through school.
Yep.
Yup. A knife slathered in poison.
Slathered is a good word.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
You need more healthy things,
Yeah.
because you don't have any.
Are you
Bastard of
feeling
Lauren.
better yet?
Huh. Is that who you were fighting?
No, it's just an item.
Okay. Where's the Tim?
Where is the Tim? He said he'd be late, not that he'd miss.
Dom, you would hate my new computer setup.
Is it slathered in orange juice?
No, that's disgusting.
That's really gross, Dom.
I would hate it.
It's true. You're not wrong.
You're wrong.
You're many things, but
and
incorrect
there's a
about
lot
that.
wrong with it.
Hey, that's all I try to be in life.
It's not wrong.
Or many
Yeah.
things.
The one thing I try to be in life is many things.
Mm-hmm.
I had a topic of conversation, and I
Was it orange
forget what
juice?
it was now. It was not.
Was it being many things?
Was it your computer?
No.
Was
Oh
it being
yeah.
not wrong? Oh.
So 3 monitor setup. One of them is portrait.
Is it in the middle?
No.
That's the problem. If it was in the middle, perfectly fine.
And that was where you crossed into the wrong side of the...
I think I want a third monitor that's like portrait in the middle, and it's just like my third eye.
It's not used for seeing, but tells you what time of day it is.
It's just a clock.
Yeah, it's just Twitter, so I just use it for divination. But divination of entirely useless things that no one actually wants to know.
Sounds like Twitter.
Or just long division.
What?
I'm stumped too.
Just a word that sounds similar and tells you things that nobody actually wants to know.
What is long division similar to?
The divination that you were talking about.
They're sort of similar. I do like the idea of long divination.
Apparently, sea stars, also known as starfish, have 5 eyes.
I did not know they have eyes.
Yep. And giant clams have thousands of eyes.
But is it an even or odd number?
It does not state.
How do they have thousands of eyes? Like, if they were if it had like a couple compound eyes, I would understand that. But I don't think that's
Nope.
what it's saying.
Thousands of pinhole eyes, all over their bodies.
That monster you're fighting just doesn't make sense. What good are all of those eyes? Most of them are the same view.
Well, I'm happy to let you know that it is in the world of Bloodborne where things aren't really supposed to make sense. They're just supposed to be fucked up.
It succeeded.
And also, I'm pretty sure they are creatures that have been
I don't
experimented
like that
on.
philosophy. It doesn't make any sense. It's pretty fucked up.
It's sort of like the bird dogs that are, like, don't really make sense, but it's just someone made it.
Oh, yeah. The bird dogs.
I really don't like how hyped you
And
were.
the dogbirds.
I don't like that you were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, give me the bird dogs.
Oh yeah, put those bird dogs in me.
John.
Whoa now.
John.
No bestiality.
But it's the
More like
best.
worstiality.
I get it.
I will be here all week because I am too ashamed to go outside.
But yeah, the bird dogs are cool. I don't know why you hate them so much.
Probably because they're horrifying.
You should pet them instead of fighting.
They kill me.
You haven't even tried petting them.
I have. There's no button prompt.
Bloodborne's a dumb game.
One of my favorite games. I've been replaying Indivisible recently, and one of the characters that you get in your party is a dog, and his attack is like his base attack is not an attack. He actually lays down, and you pet him and gain mana, and it's just called "You Can Pet the Dog."
Excellent.
One of his like special attacks, if I remember right, is called Advanced Dog Petting. Where when you pet him, it generates electricity that fires at enemies, and I'm just like, this was an inspired game.
Excellent.
That is.
Another one incoming.
Yeah, peg anus. What?
Yep.
So I got excited
Yep.
for a second.
It's Bloodborne. Uncomfortable statements.
I feel like this game is literally like one step away from just having like the Morning Wood in boss. Like it's just a little too like on the nose.
Yeah. Morningwood. It's a sad tree.
Yeah, exactly. Like it
Doesn't
would.
have any branches towards the top, and is in fact a little bulbous.
Yeah.
I think it might be like diseased, and it has a mushroom on the top of it.
And it has some like fruit at the bottom. Except that now we're just talking about a Dark Souls 3 enemy called the
Yeah.
Rotted Greatwood. And I hate
Close.
that. Like someone somewhere in some Souls game had to have a penis man.
Close. That still has branches, I think.
I think so. If you
This would just have one giant mushroom tip.
if you really
Also,
want to
it would
see
attack by like shooting spores out the top that rain down in an area.
if you really want to see just a really on the nose character like that, look up Mara from Persona games. Just Mara.
Yep.
Yep. How would you describe it, John?
A penis with tentacles at the base riding a death chariot.
Yeah, it's a penis in a chariot, and I hate that it exists. I hate playing Persona games because when you find that one, you're just like, I'll just leave this. I don't need this one on my team.
So, I learned recently that there's a Yahoo Answers subreddit,
Oh, good.
and it's perfect.
I don't don't think you know what that word means. But okay, what level of perfect is it? Is it replacing the N64 controller?
No. That's still flawless.
Yeah, no, there's literally nothing wrong with the N64 controller.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with the N64 controller is that I can't use them for every game I play.
Yeah.
I know you can.
John can.
I guess you can't. You couldn't play it for like a Switch game.
Yeah. I bet there's a... Alright, looking it up now.
I don't think there is yet.
60 controller switch. Well, there is an adapter that allows you to use your N64 controllers with the Switch.
Nice.
I mean, you had to use an adapter to use it with all your PC games.
Yeah.
So if we get 2 of them, then we can play Star Wars Episode 1 Racer the way it's meant to be played.
I actually, you're gonna love this. I just bought an N64 so that I can, have it again.
Yeah.
I have 5 controllers, I think. And I do have Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer.
Yes. I am so desperate for that game to come out on Switch because it got delayed, and I'm so sad about it. Okay. All right.
And you're dead.
That what?
Bye-bye.
That wasn't
In more.
a fight.
So,
So in less unique times, should we do a Gank meetup?
Oh yeah, no, I'd be down. We have to find what that cheat code is to let you do that, though.
yeah. So, we're gonna do a slightly altered Yahoo Answers, because, it's a long, segment, and I don't think we're going as long tonight. So I don't want to take the whole time.
Yes. I did sort of wake up.
You can have my segment's time slot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so nice.
I gift it to you.
I woke up at like 5:30 and then could not go to bed, and then I went downstairs and I couldn't sleep there, so I just made beignets.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, it was.
Nice.
It was like I would have rather sleep and then make beignets, but now I have beignets.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't go to sleep last night, and then my wife's alarm
My wife.
went off,
Sorry,
and
go on.
I was still awake, and then she went off to work, and then I was still awake, and I think I slept for like 3 hours, like at the very end. So that's cool.
I did not want to wake up at 5.
No. So, Yahoo Answers. This question in dining out fast food. Why don't McDonald's sell no hot dogs? Do you wanna hear what the that was the title. Do you wanna hear what the full statement is?
Absolutely.
McDonald's don't sell no hot dogs. Why?
Sometimes things are just worded and topically such that you'll wonder how the person knows how to type.
I like the answer. Too healthy? Yes.
I do not believe I agree with that assessment.
McDonald's is less healthy than hot dogs.
I think if McDonald's made hot dogs, they would be healthier than regular hot dogs because they'd have to figure out how to replace the shitty meat with something else, and it just accidentally loop around. Okay, you know in like the old
Hi,
Civilization.
Logan.
Hey, what's
Hi,
up?
Logan.
You know the old like Civilization games where like if you played against Gandhi and you set like the difficulty to low, then like he would wrap around to accidentally being too powerful, and then he would just nuke you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what would happen with McDonald's making hot dogs. Is they try to make it less healthy than hot dogs, and it would just end up being the healthiest thing on the menu. Like, sorry, we accidentally replaced it with real meat. We didn't even know we had that.
Next question. Heather asked in Science and Mathematics Biology, are worker ants allowed to unionize?
Oh, that's... I mean, I feel like I should be able to answer this question by, pretty much no one is allowed to unionize, because everyone hates you if you unionize. To the point where they make very, very hilariously shitty anti-union videos at every job.
Yep. So, Gold asked in Pets Reptiles, to get rid of all the bats in my Arctic, should I buy 100 snakes and put them in my attic?
I've seen that, and it's the funniest idea for an answer I've ever seen. Just like, I have a large amount of critters in my attic. Should I introduce more critters to the attic? Which is sort of like, I have a lot of weeds in my yard. Should I introduce kudzu to my yard?
It'll kill the weeds.
It will.
Oh, it definitely will kill the weeds. It will get rid of the current problem that you have. But I believe you will be asking another question on Yahoo Answers relatively soon.
And the answer to that is you don't.
Yeah, the answer to that is you buy a new house.
Yeah. I like the answer, though. You should buy one snake and swing it around like a whip.
Get fucked, Murgas. I'm done.
Nice.
I couldn't say it, so I'm just gonna be done. Really fun thing with this fight, though. Now that I've beaten Murga's Wet Nurse, I do not have the Prey Slaughtered screen like you would with any other enemy until the baby stops crying. So, it's implied that Murgo is the boss, not the nurse. It's just that the nurse is protecting Murgo.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit of...
1/3 of umbilical cord.
Yeah, I needed 3 of those. But you can get 4/3 in the game total.
Of course you can.
Gross.
That way if you miss one, you still have another chance. Because you need all 3, or you need 3 total to get to the final boss. Or the ultimate final boss.
Alright, I've got a whoa Yahoo Answers question for you.
Oh, I'm
Here we
sorry,
go.
what?
How can you prove that you are not a lizard dreaming about being a human? What if your whole life is just a lizard's real feeling dream? You have to admit there have been times where you actually believed your dream was reality. So why can't your life be a long, realistic dream?
I want you to know...
How can you prove it's not possible?
I thought that was going to say, you've had times in your life where you thought you were a lizard.
I thought it was gonna be that too.
And that was the funniest thing it could have been. Oh, I forgot. Everything's on fire now. That's neat. Anyways.
Why is everything on fire?
Because we've finished all of the main bosses, and so they burned the workshop down because there's no need for it anymore, because the hunt is over. Or the hunt is about to be over. I guess.
Okay.
Believe it or not, the lore is not what I would say, like, written in stone. It's more like written in MS Paint and then given an emboss, like, effect, but then scaled down.
Okay. So does anyone have any answers?
Yeah,
for,
it's because I'm a furry, not a scaly.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
What's your persona?
If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna fire a gun into my leg to do it.
What would be your persona?
Probably a ferret. Ferret or a bat. How about you, John?
I'm
You say a husky, so help me.
I'm just I'm not that fat.
No, it's because that's like everyone's first. That's like Babby's first persona. Which there is nothing wrong with, but that's just a common one. for any furries who are listening.
Just weird, because like, if you think about like what the common gateway furries, I guess, like the
There are
gateways to
gateway
furrydom is
Sonic the Hedgehog.
I
Rabbit?
guess I was gonna say that
John, you've seen Rouge the Bat, right?
yeah.
That's a gateway drug.
Yeah, but it's not as like well known.
You died.
You just say Rouge the Bat is not very well known.
Yes.
Compared to Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. Jessica Rabbit is absolutely better known.
She's not a furry.
Thank you.
She has zero animalistic parts to her. The most animal thing she has is her last name. And I think she got that when she married Roger.
Oh yeah, she is human.
Yeah. What did you think she looked like?
She's not, because there's no
like,
way that you could be that body.
She's a toon, but like she's a cartoon human. We watched that movie
Lola
recently.
Bunny.
What'd you say? Oh, Lola Bunny,
Bunny's
yeah.
better known.
But also, Rouge the Bat is still in things. And Lola Bunny...
Rouge the Bat is in Sonic games.
Yeah.
When was
And
the
Twitter.
last time there was a Sonic game that was, okay, Twitter. Yeah. When's the last time there was anything good from Sonic?
Sonic Generations. That was actually a pretty good one. Don't know why they invited 06 to the Generations party, but they did do that.
Shouldn't have did that.
Shouldn't have did that. What I'm saying is, we all know Twitter is full of garbage, therefore, more Sonic than anything else.
I'll be honest, I've never had the Sonic Twitter cross my paths on Twitter.
I think I'm okay with that.
I feel like you don't go on the right Twitters enough. Oh!
Are you looking for the right Twitters now?
Absolutely not.
Right here, right now?
Listen, I'm just saying I've never seen someone on Twitter commission an artist to draw Lola Bunny as wide as she is tall with tits to match. Rouge the Bat, on the other hand. Mostly because there's a specific post that mentions that.
Yeah. I've never been the hugest fan of Rouge the Bat.
Well, I mean, you've only got a couple inches of fan to work with, right?
Wow.
Yeah. 2 or 3, 4, 5.
12. 18?
36.
Damn.
We're back to millimeters, right?
36? Oh, never mind. I was thinking centimeters for a second. I was like, wait, that's
Yeah,
still...
that's like an inch and a half. Bless.
Probably still better than you gave yourself credit for that one time.
Was
I
I
did not give myself credit for it. It was all you.
Yes, Dom, you were there.
That's
We
why
were talking about large spiders, and You asked John what he considers large. And John decided he considered a couple centimeters large.
For a spider!
That was not specified.
I'm pretty sure I said, what do you consider large for a spider?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure it was exclusively specified.
Here's Gray.
So I think I'm getting ready to release a new segment idea of mine, which is where I will get up very close to the microphone and cry into it for 5.5 minutes straight, unbroken, with no gasping for breath, in hopes that I will just pass out from it.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then not have to
sounds
deal
good.
with this.
I mean, at least turn on your camera if
I
you're
was
gonna
gonna
do
say,
that.
do face cam for this.
Well, no, it's ASMR.
Hey, Pierre.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
So,
ready
continue
to-
with the Yahoo Answer segment.
Oh, not the furry segment.
No, not the furry
But
segment.
Pierre's here. What could that mean? Who knows?
Anonymous asked in politics and government politics, is Joe Biden a lesbian? I think not.
Probably not.
Well, then
So-
I'm gonna say yes.
You're just watching DNA.
Is that, what is it, Brand New Animal?
I guess.
I think so.
Probably.
It's like a recent Trigger production. I've seen a clip from the baseball episode, and it looked very good and very Trigger.
So, we got 2 more. I mean, we got lots more, but continuing with our trend of Yahoo Answers. If you pump a haunted cellar full of concrete, does it get rid of the ghost? Like, if you totally obliterate the ghost's environment by filling the whole cellar full of liquid concrete, right up to the ceiling, does it effectively exorcise it? Or would the ghost just move upstairs and haunt the rest of the house?
I think they just move into the concrete.
Oh.
Like they are now haunting
Haunted
a different
concrete.
type of building.
Gotcha.
Okay. Could see that. I was thinking it just pushes them up into the rest of the house.
But I do love this line of questioning where it's like, if ghosts haunt a house and I get rid of the house, are they still haunting the land? And it's like, regardless of the answer, are you gonna burn your house down to get rid of the ghosts in your house? Because I think that's gonna affect you more than them.
Yep. Alright, and then the last one. Stan the Man asked in Pets Reptiles, where can I buy a frog? Parentheses. Not for sexual reasons. Close parentheses.
That's an interesting specific.
I am in the market for a frog, but don't know where or what kind of frog I want to get a frog from. I would like the frog, parentheses, not for sexual reasons, close parentheses, to be blue. Any information is helpful, and thanks in advance for the people who may help me on my journey to acquiring my dream pet.
I'm like ready for it to be like, I want a frog, but not for sexual reasons. I need it to be able to swallow something that is roughly 3-inch circumference and about 6 inches long. But it's like it's a food thing, not a sexual thing.
Hi, Pierre.
Hi,
Hello.
Pierre.
Sorry.
Oh hey,
You're fine.
Joe, you ready to see me get fucking killed by the Orphan of Kos 1,000 times?
Yeah.
This is literally like episode 4 of this
drop
shit.
in. Sorry if it's feeding your audio back in. I'm trying my best to adjust it.
I can't hear anything currently.
If it's feeding
Okay.
our audio back in, does
I
that
don't
mean
hear
we're
any
eating our
frog.
words?
Yes.
And
Hi,
I guess
Nicole.
Hi.
it's
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
For like a second, I didn't realize who that was, and I was just like, "Who? That sounds like another person, like a different microphone just jumped in, and I can't see Discord." So I was like, "What is happening? How many people are here?"
All of the people.
Maybe you
Everyone
can-
active on the Discord channel just joined.
Yeah, that
So-
actually sounds accurate.
Yep.
Alright.
Except for Tim.
Time to start
Yeah.
practicing field strips
He's
with
dead
my
now. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
64 controller.
You gotta get good at that.
Yeah, I need to get to the point where I can do this blindfolded.
But yeah, I'm technically on vacation now, so I figured, hey, I can drop in and help and be part of the conversation.
And give me
Happy
strength.
Happy vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a sad reality. Yeah, shoot it together. Why? It's okay, no. It's okay. We picked up the bands though. Yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's fun having them.
Do you fiddle with them still?
No.
Or have you just become accustomed to them now?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
I don't notice it at all, basically. It's there.
Mine has like gaps in it because it's got like a leafy pattern, so sometimes I try and clean those.
I take mine off like once a year, basically.
God damn it!
I'll probably have to find... Dom, you're having the worst trouble with this fight.
Like, I hate this fight so much. This guy's an asshole. I just want
You
to
almost
be...
took the
beat
last
them earlier.
5 hits to the face every single time.
Yeah, like, everything I did, like, I healed back up, walked in, and got knocked down to, like, 20% 5 times in a row, and I'm just like, how? How am I supposed to do this
Knocked
differently?
down, but I get up again. You never keep me down. Except you fell down. You stayed down.
Except that I did actually stay down.
In this instance, this was not true.
Bloodborne is a good metaphor for my life, because every time I get knocked down, I would like to stay there forever.
At least until Tuesday.
No.
I mean, at a minimum.
What's happening
minimum.
Tuesday?
It's just it's a better day to be than...
Is it because Destiny reset? Oh,
Oh, is that
That
still
requires
good?
me to actually play a season of
Yeah.
Destiny.
That this is a entire chat of people who have played, but do not.
Yeah. Well,
Finally,
you
you
know,
have joined me.
it's a sad reality that I'm on the same par right now as Dominic when it comes to how much I've played.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
We
after
should
playing
just
for a bit, I was, like, running around like, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what, like, half this shit means. I
Yeah,
don't
they,
know the difference between any of these mission types are. Or why I would
I
do them.
completely agree that the new light system for like new players is absolute hot garbage.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
everyone's in accordance on that one.
Yeah.
But
It's a ingenious plan though compared to the plans they have.
you would think so.
We're not fans of the sunsetting system.
Some of us will continue to use Subtle Calamity for everything.
I wonder who that is.
Goodbye, Hammerhead. You were fun to play with at the time.
Well, my problem is that like, so they.
Point of the Stag is going to be the only non-exotic bow.
Well, non-raid, not exotic.
Not fair. I'm not good enough for raids. I use Subtle Calamity for everything.
To be fair, both are so fun in that game.
I think they should make a new Destiny game, but they, like, just revamp everything, and also it's made by the people who played Tribes Ascend, and you can just fucking scoot everywhere. Tribes Ascended was like one of the most fun movement systems I've ever had in my life.
They're local.
Are they? Is that high res?
Yeah, that's high res.
God, what a good fucking game though. Tribes Ascended was dope. I did not play like much, but it was just so enjoyable to just ski around the map. Like that's all you had to do. You just shooting people. That's also in the game, but you're really in it for the skiing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That was the game.
It was also very hard to shoot people because everyone's skiing around, but it was great because you ended up getting on like on-foot dogfights with people by flying over hills with them and just getting into duels with them for like 30 seconds trying to kill them.
It's a very fast game with very high time to kills.
Yes.
That's not usually the combination that you look at when it comes to
No.
a game.
It worked well though.
Usually it's
And that's why it would
quick
be
placed and quick
That's why it would
skill,
be
but-
great in a Destiny type thing, because you're fighting a boss, so he's not doing that. So all you're doing is staying mobile so that you don't get hit.
I feel like this is the same concept if Anthem ever had a PvP system.
So, question.
Mhm.
What are all the things that are on the ground?
Oh, dead corpses.
Oh.
Yeah,
They
welcome to
look
Bloodborne.
They look like they have tails, though.
The things outside the door, I think they're worshippers.
That's kind of what I thought, but they look like they have tails. So, I
They're
was...
basically Sawagan, if you're familiar with D&D at all.
I mean,
only vaguely.
in fairness,
Probably.
I'm fighting an Elder One's like unborn child who fights with his placenta, so like it's very possible that those things have tails. That's very within the realm of possibility for this game.
You
Also
missed the
fair,
eyes.
yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that had a lot of eyes.
I know that. That's a common theme in these games.
Not only
Yeah, but like,
is, not only is,
Bloodborne's another level.
yeah, not only is a lot of eyes a common theme in this game, a common theme is also the concept of having eyes on the inside of your body, which is even more terrifying.
Yeah, Bloodborne's notorious
introspective.
for taking HP Lovecraft and turning it up to 11.
Yeah.
And making it less racist.
Yeah, somehow. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
somehow. Yeah. Oh.
I love that 3-panel Soul comic.
Is Lovecraft racist?
You want a
Oh,
Lovecrafty
yes,
Dark Souls
yes.
style game?
Kristen, I just want you to go to Google right now and type in H.P. Lovecraft's cat, and then ask the question: is he racist?
See? They look like they all have slug tails.
Oh, I meant to stop and look at them, and then I got a text right as I started going to the door.
But
Yeah,
no, it's Bloodborne is the one like storyline I have no knowledge or understanding of when it
It's
comes
okay,
to
neither does Dom.
anything.
Oh, absolutely. Like, Dark Souls, I can understand it because they actually, like, tell you what you're supposed to do. And here it's like, oh yeah, you're a part of the hunt. And you're like, what does that mean? And they're like,
Hunt.
you're part of the hunt.
But that's also a lie because it's all about something involving the Great Ones.
Yeah.
Which they're like more Great Ones than the game accounts for.
But what's really about is that it's a game about having really cool weapons that transform.
Yes.
I feel like more than anything, Bloodborne, like out of all the Soulsborne games, Bloodborne is the one that is more about the game mechanics than like wanting to play through the cohesive story. Like, you love the world and you love the cool fighting, and then like everything else happens and you're like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
sort of absorb some of this.
I could leave that.
Like, it's cool, but like, I like the world, but also I hate the world. Because I like the idea of the world, but also every time I get to a new location, I'm like, oh, this looks exactly the same as the last place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarity.
Another thing in common is every time Dominic goes to a place, he says, "Man, I hate this area. This is the worst area."
I've actually tried really hard to do that less. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
To be fair, it wouldn't be a FromSoft game if it wasn't, oh, I hate this area.
Yeah. I'm not bashing him for it. Just,
Yeah, you know, Archdragon Peak? Gotta love all those asshole snake creatures.
I don't hate Archdragon Peak as much as I hate, like, any of the swamps. Like, Archdragon Peak isn't great, don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot to hate in it, but, like, at least it's beautiful. Like, at least, like, while you're there, you're like, oh, this is so pretty, like, I can see all these great views while I'm getting my ass kicked, instead of, like, oh, cool, it looks like I'm rolling around in shit more.
You make a valid point. I was gonna argue that the swamps in Dark Souls 3 weren't too terrible, because, like, the combat wasn't all that bad. It was, you fought a bunch of slugs, you fought a bunch of wolf beings, and you didn't really have much trouble unless you decided to pick a fight with either the giant crab or the really giant monster that's hiding in the swamp.
Or the
So
basilisk.
naturally, you had a lot of trouble.
Which, yes, you should if you're gonna pick fights with things that are bigger than you.
In fairness, some of the bosses in this game I think are smaller than me, and I still have trouble.
Those are usually the more dangerous ones. Ones
Yeah.
that are close to the same size.
Any boss that is remotely humanoid in a Souls game will probably kick your ass far harder than, like, a bestial one.
Fuck you, Frida.
I was about to say, isn't the lady with the scythe?
God.
You mean the best boss fight in any of the Souls games? Like, I love that fight more than anything, and, like, I'm not because I'm good at it, I still lose to it a lot, but god is it fun. It's so anime.
It is over the top, absolutely.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I'll go to YouTube and I'll just find compilations of streamers getting to that boss and just watching as they, like, A, get their ass destroyed constantly by phase 1, finally get to phase 2, and that section of the video is actually kind of fast because it's not too bad. And then watching hit the third phase, and every single streamer the first time is like, oh no, oh shit, I don't have any Estus, and you're just like, yes.
Yes, it's the, oh wait, why isn't it stopping?
Yeah, and, like, my favorite thing is they drop an item for you when you kill phase 2, so you're like, yay, I did it! I
But the
finished
music
up!
doesn't stop.
Why is there a health bar?
That is the clear sign that a Dark Souls boss is not over, is when the music doesn't stop.
Yep.
Because that is the only time you hear music in any Souls game, Soulsborne game.
So,
Boss.
fun fact, we've discovered that who plays a big part in the Alien and Predator games too.
Oh, is that the music only kicks in when, like, the alien is within the same room?
Yeah, my cousin discovered that by accident because the alien got stuck. We couldn't move on because it was stuck.
Oh god, I didn't use the elevator.
Nope. Bye-bye.
It's fine, I wasn't gonna win on that one anyways. I'm
It
mad
was
too.
great hearing the audio before the video caught up.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
bet. What sucks here is that, like, I have all of the umbilical cord stuff, so I'm ready for, like, the boss and final boss. But I want to kill Orphan of Kos first. And I don't know how many streams that's gonna take. And, like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna, like, I'm at 50 strength. I don't think any stat gains are gonna give me enough damage to matter.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I could, like, get some levels and just have a little more health, but, like, I have 1100 health.
If anything, it'd be just to give yourself some kind of resistance to whatever kind of damage it does, but I don't even... Is it blunt damage?
I think he does damage, and then I take it, and then I die.
Just bend over.
I think he does mental damage, where he swings at me, and my brain just like, yep, we're done. Just accept that we've gotten hit, and just fall over, please.
Your brain's just on the mode of,
Speaking
but have
of-
we tried death already? And you want to say yes. A couple times now.
Several times. Multiple times over.
One of my favorite
Maybe
things...
this time it'll work.
Yeah, right? things that I love / hate in Souls games is when you're like doing really well and then you like mistime one dodge and get hit, and it's not that they combo you to death, it's that they like throw off your rhythm and then you just sit there and watch instead of dodging and watch the next hit smash you apart and you're like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, or it's a case of you misstep and you realize you've gotten yourself out of the rhythm, and then you're just backpedaling, trying to get as far away from the fight as possible, but you've completely lost your rhythm to dodging the attack, so he's just kicking your ass.
That's especially bad with this guy, because Orphan of Kos is very mobile, and he closes the distance very quickly, and...
Apparently you can
his
stagger
AoE
him.
doesn't need to close the distance.
What'd you say, John?
I said apparently you can stagger him.
Yeah, which is... I've actually learned...
And he is parryable in both phases.
Yeah, I'm trying to parry him, actually. It's just, I'm not good at it, because I don't... Okay!
It also depends on which attacks are parryable, too, because if, like, bosses usually have, like, two styles of attacks of either a hit or, like, a strong hit, which usually you can tell just by the way they're moving, which one you need to look to block, which one you can parry.
I love that you said, like, quick hits or strong hits, and as you did, he did a strong attack that I couldn't parry as I tried to parry it, and I was just like...
These are things that happens.
I love that we have reached the point of this, like, streaming where John is now looking up tips for me to beat this character because he just wants me out of here.
But it's such a lovely moonlight view over the ocean.
Is
I
it?
had to...
I mean,
Take a short
outside of
break
the,
from
the
my
eldritch
filter.
horror that just lays a strewn across the shoreline.
Haha!
It really sounds like you're rolling dice.
Me?
Yeah.
It does.
Just disassembling an N64 controller to clean it.
Fair. We need to look into disassembling a couple Joy-Cons because they're starting to drift.
Ah.
Such a subtle brag.
Is it, though?
I don't
Is
think
it-
it's a brag to be like, yeah, it turns out I have to either fix this or pay $80 for a new controller because they made them badly.
Yeah, at least you...
I mean,
have-
the fact that
Oh.
Nintendo has closed their repair centers until coronavirus is settled.
You know what, Pierre? We'll take it off your hands for you. It sounds like it's causing you a lot of pain.
Sure, you can have the Joy-Cons, but no Switch.
Are they colored ones?
But you don't want the reminder of the Joy-Cons.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is I don't trust anyone
want
who
just-
specifically purchased the gray Joy-Cons, like, with the Switch. Like, if that was the only one they had, that's fair. But if someone was like, yeah, I want the gray ones, they don't
Yeah,
know what
no.
fun is.
Yeah, I got the red and blue ones day one, and then bought gray ones as secondary Joy-Cons.
Yeah, like, they are great as the, like, when you give them to someone, they understand. Like, it's a way of, like, without saying words, handing it to them, and they know they're player too. Like, that's the kind that you give
Like-
to a little brother, and they're like, I'm Luigi, huh?
I'm Luigi.
Yeah.
Now I want red and green Joy-Cons. Ugh.
Just
You
get the
can
pink
get
and
the
green
vinyl.
ones, and then,
Yeah.
then you're good.
Well, Nicole and I need to look at maybe replacing hers because her
Just make
drift is
sure that they're
getting
not
like
both
really
like
bad.
right-handed.
Yeah, I'm
It's
actually not
really
sure.
hard for
I
Zelda.
think the green might be left-handed on, or the green and red might be left-handed on them.
Well, what I found out, and something weird that I discovered, is that the consoles come with, I think, the red on the left and the blue on the right, but you can buy the Joy-Cons separately that are blue and red, but it's blue on the left and red on the right.
That's weird.
Well, you would think there would be consistency, but it's just this weird change of pattern that just threw me off when I saw that.
The only consistent thing about Joy-Cons is that you will experience drift.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I think one of the little munchkins decided to borrow my Switch, And I don't even think she had it for longer than 10 minutes before she put it down. Apparently the drift was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, must be rough.
I mean, John, you're gonna be there too at some point.
Yeah, you're gonna be in our pain too. You're gonna
Yeah.
be suffering in this wonderful world
8
eventually.
years. Ow.
I'm just saying the Switch has been out for a while when there wasn't coronavirus.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but
I mean, you might not have had money,
weren't
but-
making enough money to buy one.
where's Tim?
That,
And where's
I told you,
Tim,
he's
master of
dead.
segments? Here, where's your segment?
Yeah.
I am the segment, bitch. I'm sorry that it's a lackluster segment, but I'm still the segment. All that being said, we did get your thank you card, and I'm glad to hear that you're making good use of the rice cooker.
Oh yeah, I've used it like 100 times.
Yeah.
It is
where's
such a
Tim?
great utility to have.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course you have to add insult to
I
injury
agree.
and just like slam the weapon down on your dead body.
I was really confused. I thought you were referring to the rice cooker.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
I would love a character in an RPG that uses an electric rice cooker as a mace.
It sounds like
Yeah.
one of the Yakuza games would do that.
Oh god, I
You
love
know?
I'm
my
sure you
favorite my introduction to the Yakuza games, which I have still like not played any of and still don't know a lot about, but it was a GIF of if I remember correctly, there's not like blood when you punch things, it's just money flies out of enemies when you punch them, and it's just the main character catching a handful of money out of the air in the shape of a fan and then just slowly fanning himself with it as he looks at the camera, and it was just the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and I love it.
The Yakuza games are ridiculous. There is no denying that.
Yep. I've never played it, but I did used to stream with someone who was a fanatic, and oh boy, hearing the stories.
Now, was he a fanatic as in he collected all of the collectible cards?
Were
Or
there
just
collectible
really liked
cards?
the games?
He just really liked the games.
Well, there's the porn star collectible cards in the Yakuza games.
I know he 100%ed them, so
So probably.
Probably, because if you collect like all of a certain porn star, it unlocks a video for you.
of course.
Oh wow.
Which, if you collect all the cards, you then are introduced to this nude man who is pretty much the town pervert, I guess. I can't think of a better term for it.
A weeb.
No, more like a town simp.
The town
Oof.
simp.
Oof.
If it breathes, it's a simp.
One of my friends simps for Sephiroth.
That
Yeah.
is
Yeah, she
simping.
does.
Yeah, it's bad.
Truly
Yeah.
average taste.
I think you saying truly average taste is the biggest roast on that I've ever heard. Like the fact that it's like, yeah, everyone does. It's not it's average as fuck. Like, whatever. I mean, to be fair, he is not really a character. Although I do like finding out that apparently he goes through a bottle of conditioner every day.
Oof.
That is actually canon. That is brought up in one of the games.
But like, what size of conditioner?
I mean, like, they say a bottle, so I'm assuming a, like, standard size bottle. So probably, like, 15 to 18 ounces.
Okay.
That's a lot of conditioner.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That
is.
is-
That's a lot of hair.
Yeah, but,
I
like,
actually
I have known people in real life who have that much hair.
Like, his hair has to be incredibly greasy every time he does that, or he's got the driest scalp in the universe.
He just rinses super well afterwards.
And who looks both.
That is such a waste! Do we wash out that much conditioner?
To wash up, but
Not to
to
mention that
wash hair that's that long takes at least an hour.
Yeah.
I have a friend who's got hair that's
Yeah.
pretty close to that length. Not quite that, but pretty far.
What water tanks do you think he has? Or do you think he just has one of those that's just,
He's cold-blooded. He can do a cold shower. You're welcome.
Can you wash conditioner out with cold water?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, you're
I
actually
did.
it's
Do you
actually
think I use hot water in the summer?
it's actually smart to use cold water because it helps like close your pores, so that like
Well, yes, but I've never thought of using it to wash conditioner out.
Wait, do you guys actually use hot water in the summer in this state?
yeah.
Using.
Understand that my
conditioner.
apartment currently is at 67 degrees.
Yeah, I've lived with
The
Pierre.
hot shower is warm. My roommate is currently still complaining that it is still too warm for 67 degrees.
75.
Your roommate sounds
Your room
like
is
the
always
same one.
ridiculously hot because you've got everything running in your room, which apparently generate enough heat to keep you. This is why I put my computer the furthest into the building. I'm sorry that you guys have to hear this.
Pierre, have you had the fortune of seeing this character's face yet? Like what my character looks like?
I think I saw a brief second of it in one of the other streams.
Not that John
Isn't she lovely?
Dominic's here too.
Hey, Dominic.
Hey, what's up?
I think you said my roommate, like Dominic would know who I am.
Yeah, like you said your roommate, and I was just like, wait, that sounds like Craig.
I mean,
That is Craig.
For sure, I still know who that is.
I hope so.
Nope, all memory of that house is left as soon as they started that remodel that one time.
That's fair.
To be fair, repressing the memory of that apartment is not hard.
I repress everything except for the flaming car.
The flaming car was still the best part.
And 4th of July. We had a lot
Oh,
of
that 4th of July was the best 4th of July party ever.
which one? The one where you accidentally dropped it or whatever?
Yes, that was the 4th of July party where I lit my hand on fire.
And nearly set a whole bunch of other things on fire.
Yeah, thankfully I had the smarts to throw the firework.
Yep, and then you were not allowed anymore.
Everyone who was sober enough to know that was non-standard.
I remember when the like ceiling in the kitchen just like broke through.
Oh yeah, the ceiling caved in and water poured.
See, what I was expecting you to say was which time, because that's a legitimate question.
That is all. Yeah, but one was definitely worse than the other.
True. John, did I ever tell you about the weird ass shit that happened with the electricity at that apartment?
Yeah.
That still to this day confuses the fuck out of me.
The fact that we had to keep your heater plugged in for your room to work was baffling.
Yeah, just plug in a space heater to complete the circuit. That's what space heaters are for.
The concept of them being, oh, you're just being a resistor to keep the breaker from flipping.
See, here I was hoping that like maybe if I think about bad times in life, then it'll make this fight feel better. But then it turns out this fight is actually worse than all those times.
Here, are we still going grocery shopping tomorrow?
I'm down for grocery shopping tomorrow.
Alright. Like 5:10.
Okay. I'll try my best to be awake. I wasn't today.
Yeah, but you're sleeping tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
I think this dude is simping for me too hard.
I think I'm just gonna drink.
I've decided if I word it like that, it makes it feel like he's a dummy.
Not if
It
I make
really
something
just sounds like
strong
you're a dummy.
Do you hear how broken I am?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah, I just 2 shots of Bailey's, 1 shot of
We
Kahlua,
enjoy
1
it.
shot of vodka, and then mix it with ice.
I really want one of those.
It's a mudslide without the ice cream.
I want a mudslide.
I mean,
We can do them tomorrow. I'm down for doing them tomorrow.
Mudslide
Where's
tomorrow?
Tim?
Mudslides tomorrow.
I still have mine.
Good grief, Tim.
Yeah, you've been bad.
Streaming tomorrow too.
It doesn't make you that drunk. It just makes you
No,
like.
Tim's not here yet.
Just makes you like really passionate and really hyper.
I consciously screamed for 12 hours.
You know, I think every time I see BNA written, I read it as Boku no Academia, and then I remember that that's not correct.
See,
At least
I,
you're not reading it Boku no Pico.
I was apparently
I just thought of bananas when I saw it.
Ah, yes, my favorite anime, Bananas.
BNA.
They didn't say it was an anime in the chat, they just said they were watching it. Oh wait.
Yeah, I just watch bananas. Isn't
There
that a thing that
stare
everyone
at
does?
them.
Is that like watching paint dry?
No, that's more fun than watching bananas.
But watching
I don't know,
Bananas
I
right
feel
then.
like you could watch bananas rot faster than you could watch paint
Bananas
dry.
don't rot.
That's gross.
Bananas don't rot, they just prep themselves for banana bread.
Yeah.
And then they exceed it.
100 something. Craig's about to look into buying himself a personal AC unit to hook up to his room because of how hot it is in
I
there.
just walked into the room and it was like 5 to 10 degrees hotter within like.
Yeah, because he doesn't leave his door open. It doesn't circulate.
Because I'm usually streaming or working.
I'm sorry that this is taking over the entire conversation. Craig, come over
What
here.
a good
Come over
stream.
here. You're part of this. You're part of the pod. You're part of the stream now.
What up, stream?
Hey.
I
Hi.
haven't streamed on Twitch before.
Yeah,
That's
you're
not
a
true.
mixer dude.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna
yeah,
look up personal air conditioning.
you're gonna look at personal air conditioners because
It's
you're.
because I have to work in there now, so I don't want to leave my door open while I'm talking to people about like their social security numbers and shit.
I guess that's
And
true
then I
because
stream and I'm yelling at half the time.
yeah, because the worst idea is that something from the TV out here ends up playing in when you're having a conversation with a customer.
I almost cussed at a customer the other day on accident. Not at them, but with
That's
them on
why
the
they're
line.
called
Because I saw a
customers.
spider. I was in the middle of a call, there was a spider over there, so I go, oh, God! And I killed it, and she heard that. And she was like, what? What did I do? And I was like, no, there's a spider. And she just busted out laughing.
I would have loved, like, just imagining talking to someone on the phone for, like, business, and they're just like, oh, fuck! Like, out of nowhere, and it's just, like, a slamming noise, and you're like, hey, is everything okay?
It's like a customer support line, too. Like, they're trying to answer your questions. And now you think they really found something fucked up with your whole account.
Yeah,
But
they're just,
yet
like, they're just like, yeah, let me check that account for a sec. Oh, fuck!
Because I deal with, like, people...
Hello? Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, you just stop talking.
Like, hey, I'm gonna need to talk to my supervisor real quick.
Huh. The little one for $1.
I think the only thing funnier would be, like, calling a bank, and they'd be like, yeah, let me just take a look at your account, and then a second later, there's like, damn, bitch, you live like this?
Had to get in touch with the web
living.
designer.
If call it living.
They're like, you live like this? And you're like, that is a gross overstatement.
That's how I feel in the morning.
Like a gross overstatement.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's certainly, like, how I feel on some days.
Yeah, Dominic see come out of my room every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's usually just as horrifying, and he gives me a strange look.
I mean, it's the look is really more of, oh shit, someone caught me outside of my room.
Accurate.
In our defense, before Max, we were out of our room quite a bit.
Yeah. Once Max took over the living room, we hid in our rooms, and then once the living room stopped being occupied, I started coming back out.
Slowly.
Like Max was it was an experience.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. It's a very nice way to put it.
That is the nicest you can put it for when it comes to Max.
Yeah.
Jonathan met Max at the 4th of July party.
See, hearing you describe
Maybe.
this, Max, sounds like all these companies in their advertisements trying to describe the pandemic, and they're just like, an experience.
And these uncertain experiences.
And you all know it's something
Oh.
fucking terrible, but you try
In
to
this
say it.
unprecedented times.
I can't wait for President Times.
If you can make me 2 shots of Bailey's, 1 shot of Kahlua, 1 shot of vodka, put it all in the mixer, shake it with ice.
So I tried to parry.
Yeah, that's
How'd
what
that
I'd
go?
rather do it myself.
Well, it says you
I'm
die.
not gonna do it with Coke because the caffeine will keep me awake.
Ah.
As in me, not like I tried to parry and then John died.
Well, I mean, you know, I was already dead inside.
It's like the whole question of like the button where it's like if you press it, you get $1 million, but someone in the world dies. But it's like you get to play Bloodborne, but every time you die, someone else in the world dies, and you're like, one
I've seen
playthrough
it a
might
lot.
destroy an entire nation. And all I get out of it is playing Bloodborne.
The 7 continents
Win-win.
lived in harmony until Bloodborne attacked.
The 7 continents, yep. All 7, Antarctica especially, lived in harmony with no one because there was no one there.
It's harmonious when there's nothing to worry about coming from there.
That's fair.
Please don't encourage him.
I try not to.
Are you kidding? You're like the worst culprit.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Bye-bye.
Maybe I should go fight a fucking old timer.
Dominic. Dominic is the worst culprit. Do you not remember the time he came in and started watching Fruits Basket with us, and the two of us agreed that
Don't. Don't.
Wait, what was it? I've honestly forgotten this already.
Yeah.
the neck wound. And Nicole just glared at us for the next like 20 minutes and was absolutely finished with me.
You really have to be more specific. Nicole glares at me when I talk a lot.
True.
Yeah, but it was like there was supposed to be this like touching moment in an anime, and the two of us are like, but like she should really go see a doctor. She's been in this lake and has suffered a neck wound.
Yeah, that's what, like sepsis or something?
And she was just so fed up with us after that. Ow, 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 I'm being pinched.
Actually,
Yay.
Pierre's here.
Tim,
This
you're
is
alive!
perfect. I can.
I thought I had to step in for you. That's why I'm here.
I can actually do one of my segments now properly.
Oh yeah, because Pierre's here.
Yeah, the podcast interview questions. So Pierre, I'm doing a segment repeatedly where I'm going down these lists of interview questions with guests on the show. So now that you're here, Tim, if you had 100 million pounds to spend on health tech and no red tape, how would you spend it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand some of those words. Could you say that again?
If you had 100 million pounds to spend on health tech and no red tape, how would you spend it?
Bariatric treatment.
Oh, I was gonna
100
say.
million pounds is a lot.
Oh, can I answer? Can I answer?
Sure.
1 ambulance trip.
Ugh.
I was in the hospital earlier this year. The bill came out before insurance to about $20,000. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Ambulances are fucking
they will
expensive.
charge you $50 for 1 dose of Tylenol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you ask for an itemized list, sometimes they will suddenly remove things from it.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know why I thought maybe if I fight Gehrman, he'll be a little easier.
Well, so I have something to look forward to in the next 2 minutes.
What, me dying
Alright,
to a different person?
Yes.
Next question. Tim, what is the best compliment you have ever received?
Oh my god.
Standing in for Pierre to answer these questions.
Well, you're our guest. That's for our interview.
No, that's the best
And
compliment.
I am honored.
All right. Let's see.
Wait a minute.
What is your best tip for making the world a better place?
The peen zone.
Excuse me.
You said the best tip for making the world a better place. And I said
I
the
would
peen
say
zone.
armor piercing. Armor piercing tips make everything easier.
Tim, it was a better place, not an easier place. Also,
If
no
I-
destiny.
If I could remove all barriers and constraints, what project would you do, and would you want to be known only by that project?
That's actually a tough one.
I mean, they all are if you don't just spend 2 seconds like you usually do.
That's because the real answers aren't any fun and take longer to think of.
Giant-sized chalupa! Giant-sized chalupa!
While that would be an amazing project, that's something I'd rather not be known exclusively for.
I'm getting beat up by an 80-year-old, and none of you seem to care.
It's just the boomers putting us in our
business
place.
as usual.
I'm getting bullied by a baby boomer. And not through the economy.
Absolutely business as usual.
Yeah. What's different than usual?
Yeah. Huh.
Okay, Boomer, you're way past him.
God, I need to see a video where someone just one-shots Gehrman and it just flashes OK Boomer on it.
Oh, that's perfect.
I have seen a
Do
great playthrough where someone was attempting to one-shot as many of the Bloodborne bosses as possible. And the best part of it was like them like parrying someone, switching to the cannon, and it just did the like Omaiwa Mo Shinderu, and then just an explosion as the cannon hit.
Nice.
And it was like a very heavily bass boosted explosion, so it was very good. You know, Gehrman's a lot easier when you just parry him 3 times in a row.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Can't wait till he fits taste too.
Single project I would want to be known for. I would say
I'd say the Passion of the
developing our
Christ.
first real space station.
Oh.
Okay.
I like my answer
Pretty good
better.
one.
I'm still down for the giant chalupa.
How would your parents describe what you do for a living?
They wouldn't, because security clearances.
What did, like, if someone said, hey, you know, what does your kid do? How would they answer?
You
'Cause I'm
work for
pretty
the
sure they wouldn't answer, if I told you I'd have to kill you.
I think they would just say, they would speak, and all the person would hear is whatever the audio equivalent of the word redacted is.
Anyway, they'd probably just say that I make cool toys for the Navy.
Okay.
For a brief second there when you said, they'd probably just say I have expected you to be like 10 figures.
I wish.
What does your child do for a living? They make money. What?
I am not a banker.
I don't think bakers make money either,
Bankers
Tim.
make
Yeah,
money.
no. This damn tiny.
What? What, John? What? What do you want? I'm trying my best.
Is it bigger than 2 centimeters?
No,
Never mind. That's
it's not.
we know what that is.
Oh,
It's,
yes.
That's code for the peen zone.
It is 7 centimeters or 7 millimeters. Sorry.
So the pills are working, huh? I guess not all email is spam.
So you
So-
seem to be getting uppercutted repeatedly by a scythe.
Yeah, Tim. What of it?
How
And
have
yet
I
John
never
is more
seen?
miserable in this conversation.
How have I never seen a the Matrix take the pills meme where he grinds them both up and snorts it and then like gets a huge erection?
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
I am actually
either.
pretty sure I saw that somewhere.
Because I've seen the ones where he like trips out, but
Yeah, I definitely remember one where he grinds them up and snorts the entire line of them.
yeah. Gosh. But
Which, like, red pill, blue pill, and you're like, purple powder. And like, that definitely was not an option. Oh!
It does
Oh.
answer what the blue pill really was.
I do love that he can visceral me. Love that a lot.
I saw that. And I
It's
saw
okay, you
all of
still
your
have
gut blade
some of
across.
your guts.
Oh, no, I know to stay back now.
Alright.
Sir, you're on fire. Sir?
Much better. Tim, what would you pick for your last meal?
The key to my cell.
I don't think that would pass through in time.
I mean, Tim, you don't have to put... They don't shove it in your mouth. I think you're allowed to eat it at your own pace. Question, can you have leftovers?
Just a bunch of LEDs. So that when you get electrocuted, your whole body just starts...
I'm not sure that's how electricity works, but God, I really hope it is.
That's not how electricity works. That said, nitroglycerin.
Oh!
If I'm going down, you're coming with me.
You're just like, haha, nitroglycerin, and they're like,
Now.
we're hanging you. And you're like, huh, yeah, that makes... C4! And like, it's okay. It's still not how that works, but fine.
They gotta let you down slowly at the end, otherwise you go boom.
I think you still need a blasting cap.
Just give me a whole block of sodium.
Ooh. That would indeed be a last meal.
Yeah. Ugh.
But isn't there like a $20 budget on it?
Yeah.
$20
for
is
most
sodium.
places
Okay,
there's-
so a small block of sodium.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys
Let's
have
see, how
just
much
pure
did I get?
potassium?
How
$20
much
for a block of
sodium can you buy
I'll be on the list.
for...
John, look up how much
$20?
potassium you can buy. Like, pure potassium.
They're like broke terrorists.
Broke terrorists! Fuck the US, but we're on a budget.
Oh, it's pure sodium. Can I get it for $20? Amazon's got pure sodium.
You know, if you get sodium and chlorine at the same time, it's pretty cheap.
And people will think you're just making salt, but you're not. Wait, did you mean actual salt? Never mind.
Yeah,
I
you
meant
meant
actual.
I don't think that's called getting chlorine and sodium. Because that would be like saying, oh yeah, I purchased a toy for my child and batteries. Which is not
Well,
what
yeah,
you did, you
batteries
just
aren't included.
purchased it and the batteries were there.
So you can
Now,
get
when was the last time you bought something and batteries were actually included?
Not that long ago.
Yeah.
It was just a really shitty battery.
It's hard to find the actual pure element.
I found it. It's
Here we go.
$160 for $20 on Amazon.
I'm sorry, $150 for $20.
Sorry, $160 for 2 pounds. So you can get. I'd have to do the math. I need a pencil.
You can get a
Is this
gram.
pound sterling or?
You can get a gram of metal potassium. For $17.
But that'll just kill me. I don't see how eating just.
It'll kill you and probably the people near you.
Oh.
You can get a gram
And you'll
of
never get a
lithium,
Charlie horse again.
$15. What's the ones beyond that?
John, would you ask for a glass of milk just so you can go out your own way?
Yes, I would. I'd be like, give me a cheese pizza. It's time to die. Pure francium.
What if you, like, someone was on, like, what if someone, like, asked for, the remains of the person they weren't finished eating before they got put on death row? I'm implying that they're a cannibal.
Yeah, I got that.
We got that.
That's okay. It doesn't have to be funny.
You can get 2-pound jar of pure sodium hydroxide for
Yeah, it's
$14.
not pure.
Yeah.
The hydroxide there makes it so that it don't go boom.
Which is like taking all the fun out of it. Fuck
Ain't
you,
no
Gehrman! You fucking 80-year-old dick.
$20 pure sodium is 20 milligrams.
Is everyone excited to see what the actual final boss is?
Yay!
You
Is
have
it
to
yourself?
you have to go beat the other guy first.
Oh, I'm going
Is
to.
it the
Don't worry,
friends you
I'm not
made
going
along
to
the
beat
way?
this boss on the first try. I don't think it's that difficult, but... There it is.
Creepy.
The moon.
I was gonna say.
You were very close, actually. It's the moon presence. It is, I guess, the old one that is the spirit of the moon, sort of?
The night has
Get it
been.
first try, and then we'll never get to see you kill the other thing.
That thing bears way too much resemblance to one of the more recent legendaries in the latest Pokemon game.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. It's
Wait,
it's a thing.
but,
It's also an abomination.
but I did the...
Did you remember to eat them?
Yeah.
How could you forget to eat?
I'm very confused.
Maybe
Did
it's
you
'cause
forget
didn't
to
beat the other
fight the
guy.
bots?
Let me look it up. Let's see. Boss fights moon presence. If you complete all the following.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, true ending. To get the third and true ending for Bloodborne, you need to do some exploring, talk to Gehrman. There are 4 Umbobo chords in the game. You need to find and use at least 3 of them before you defeat Gehrman to unlock the true ending. First is easy to obtain, second can only be obtained but from Ariana, and third from the Healing Church.
I might have missed the third. I thought I got the one with Iosefka.
There's nothing in your game that tells you if you've actually consumed them.
Of course
That's the
there
worst
isn't.
part. Ugh.
Well, fuck. I'm really mad.
Oh, did you refuse Gehrman?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you don't fight Gehrman.
True. Yeah, refuses offer, defeat Gehrman in battle. You have to face the second boss, the Moon Presence. You've gotten screwed over just like how Aaron and Game Gross got screwed over.
It just like it sucks that like there isn't a like thing to tell you like, hey, if you do this, you are like at the end of the game and you will now start New Game Plus instead of like in Dark Souls 3, you choose to start New Game Plus. If you beat the boss, you can run around and do everything else first.
Yes, I do agree with that. That is an improvement they made in Dark Souls 3 that I will be forever grateful for, but it's a little late.
Yeah. I'm so upset.
I'm sorry.
I wanted to kick that fucking dude's ass. I just like, ugh.
Well, I've got a PlayStation 4. Maybe sometime we should get together and do an online co-op.
Oh, I would love to, because... Although, I do want to, but also, the co-op sucks in this game compared to a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, very true.
You can't even do it until you find any amount of insight, which you have to die to a boss with, or you have to, like, find a boss room to get the insight, or you have to find the item, which is very far in.
Yeah.
You have to die to be able to do something?
No, but you have to walk into the boss room, and generally, if you are rushing to get to it in order to do multiplayer, you're probably not going to beat that boss, because you're probably not going to be leveled at all.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am, you seem to be on fire.
Nah, it's fine.
No big deal. It happens. It happens to the best of us. And
me.
That shitty looking character.
What? She's so pretty, John.
She's
I think
just
you guys
a
are
girl,
just...
but she's on fire.
I think you guys are just
No.
haters.
Oh, did you go to the clinic?
Oh yeah, I beat ESFka.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I ended up accidentally doing it just slightly late, and so I didn't get the item drop.
Well, it says here you've come. If you don't see any patients on the operating tables that you can attack, you've come to the clinic too early in the game. It is best to go just before you face Gehrman.
Fuck that. So I was too good at exploring?
Yeah, Dom. Explore less.
Yeah, Dom.
Man.
Suck more.
Fuck that. On the bright side, I got a cool weapon.
Explore less. Stay home.
Oh, well, you still beat the game on stream.
I'm also a little sad about something in this game, which is that I very much want to do a playthrough of the game with the scythe. Too bad that you get it from the final boss and can't get it any earlier.
Yeah, that does kind of suck. It'd be nice to actually go back and like do other things with it before having to start immediately into New Game Plus.
Yeah.
Oh well. Join us next time for something similar but very different.
Yeah. I don't even know what we're gonna be doing. I didn't think that I was gonna be done with this today.
Yay!
Also, I'll be on for a couple streams next week. I can join in since I'll be on vacation.
Nice.
Yes. Want
Very
me
nice.
to hang out?
Oh no.
Oh, well.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, you're not on stream much these days either.
Yep. That's because I'm dying in general.
That's just living.
Did you just describe living as dying in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just getting close. You're just making your way towards death.
Making your way
Maybe what you
downtown.
mean is you're dying more quickly than the rest of us.
Alright, bye everyone.
Brrr.
Bye.